got to let them fly and, their wings. They need to be independent, especially because, with RJ, I think it'll help me as well. Like, I don't have to drive him around across town, when he's doing his refereeing or any of that stuff. Then he can just get up, and just take himself and come back home. So maybe it's a good thing. Maybe I won't be running around like I'm always running around. Now, let's get to my daughter. What is she doing these days? So she decided, she just turned 12, and a lot of the gyms, you're not allowed to work out unless you're 12. I understand some are 13 and some are 14. The gym that I'm a member at, 24 Hour Fitness, the child has to be at least 12, or actually not at least, but they have to be 12 and up in order for them to have a membership. She is right now on a week pass, which is ending. You know what? Today's her last day for the week pass. Let's cut to the first day we went to the gym. We went to the gym for the first time on Thursday night when we walked in, and, they gave her the week membership. Can I just tell you, there's so many rude MFs out there. I can't stand that shit. I cannot stand that at all. I'm going to tell you what just happened. So my daughter and I go to the gym, and, we decided to do a little bit of cardio. We did cardio on the treadmill, on the stair stepper. We did a little bit of that, and she likes basketball. She's actually going to do basketball tryouts this week, but she wanted to shoot some balls. And she's like, Mom, can we just go see if the court is available so we can shoot balls? We went, checked out a ball, went to the court, and there was half a court available for her and I to shoot balls. So we did. We went in there, we started shooting balls, and we're just practicing. And then all of a sudden there's like a shitload of men, guys. I can't even tell you. You know what? They're not even men. I'm not going to say men. It was just a bunch of guys that were coming in, anywhere between 20s, 30s. There was no men in there. They're like all of a sudden, shooting balls, whatever. And it was clear that they were going to start a game at some point. So my daughter and I are just like shooting balls. Then I get this crazy ass, asshole who comes up to me and tells me, in the middle of me shooting balls with my daughter, mind you, I'm in front of my daughter. And let me just tell you, men out there, I don't know how you feel, and I don't know how other women feel, but how I feel, and it's the Leo in me and Virgo, the lion, don't fuck with me with my kids or when my kids are around me, because you know what? You're going to get that side of me. And this is what happened, not in front of my kids. My whole mentality is you will respect me in front of my kids, whether you like it or not, because I don't think, had the tables reversed, there's no man that would put up with another man or a female coming up to them, disrespecting them in front of their kids. Like, that's a no-no. That's like it shouldn't even be, you know how you call those like bros or hoes codes? This should be one of those life codes. That's straight up a fucking no. Like, don't even fucking fuck with that, because, you're going to get your ass handed to you. And that's what happened, on Thursday. So this guy comes up to me and says to me, he's like, how did he say this? He said to me, he's like, we're about to start playing basketball, so I'm just letting you know that, you're going to get hit. And I looked at him, and he's like, so, you may want to move. And I looked at him, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, excuse me? I'm going to get hit? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm going to get hit when you play. Well, yeah, because we're about to play and we're going to run back and forth. And I said, no, motherfucker. I said, you're not going to fucking hit me. I said, your ass is going to stay over there. And he's like, well, we have a team of, I think he said 12 people or a full team or some shit like that. At that point, I was fuming, and I was like, fuck you. I was like, So then I said to him, I was like, no, you're not going to fucking hit me. I said, your ass is going to stay over there. And I said, I don't give a fuck that you have a full team. You're not running over here. I go, you're in your court, and this is my court with my daughter. I said, we're shooting balls. You're not fucking hitting me, and you're not fucking running over here. This is my court. I was here. So your ass is going to stay over there. And I said, how the fuck does that sound to you? And he's just looking at me, and I said, and I'm going, you know what? I go, let me tell you something. Just because I'm a female and I'm here and you're a guy, I go, you can't fucking run up on me like that. I go, that's not going to go down like that. I said, I don't play that shit. And then all of a sudden, like, one of the other guys that, was there, he comes up to me, and he goes, you know what? He goes, I'm sorry. He goes, do you mind? He's like, do you mind if we play? And, he asked me nicely. So when he asked me nicely, I was like, fuck. I'm like, because you're nice. And then I told him, I said, I'm sorry. And so then at this point, that dude walked away. Like, he got pissed and he just kind of walked away. And the guy was like, I'm so sorry. You know what? I have to apologize for him. Like, he shouldn't have done that. And at that point, I was already fucking hot. And my daughter was like, Mom, I'm done. Mom, I don't want to play. I don't want to play, Mom. I'm okay. And then in the middle, in the middle of all this, like when I was going off on this dude, my daughter was like, oh, shoot. She was like, Mom, I'm done. Mom, I'm okay. Anyways, so then, so the guy was like, I'm so sorry. He goes, he's so fucking rude. He shouldn't have said that. And I said, you got fucking right. Shouldn't have said that. And I said, you know what? I go, I don't play that shit. And I said, just because I'm a female, and so I told the friend, I said, just because I'm a female, I said, you can't fucking run up on me like that. I said, I don't care who you are. And I said, I don't play that shit. I said, you know what? I hold my own and you will not do that. I don't give a shit that you're a guy. I said, no. I was like, I'm not afraid and you can't fucking talk to me that way. It's like you're in your court and I'm in my court. So there's no fucking way that, he was going to come on this side. And the guy was like, I know. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why he did that, and I just said, I go, let's keep it real. I said, let's keep it clear. I said, so then I asked my daughter at this point, it's like, Austin, do you want to keep shooting balls? She was like, no, Mom, I'm done. I said, are you sure, Austin? Because if you want to keep shooting balls, we're going to stay here. And she was like, no, Mom, I'm done. So then I told the entire team, and I said, you know what, let me just make it clear to you guys, the reason why we're leaving, it's not because you're starting a game. I said, I'm leaving because my daughter doesn't want to play anymore. That's why. She does not want to play anymore. She doesn't want to shoot any more balls. But let me tell you that don't fucking run up on a female like that, especially somebody like me. You don't fucking do that shit. Just because you're a guy and I'm a female does not mean that I'm going to walk away and be afraid and just say, okay, I'm sorry. Yes, okay, sure. I'm like, no, fuck all y'all. That's not happening. And don't fucking ever do that again. So then his friend was just, I'm sorry, yeah, he's rude, that never should have happened. I said, no, fuck him. I said, yeah, you're goddamn right. I said, I don't play that shit. So then we're leaving. And then at this point, like, I let them, keep the court because my daughter was like, she's done. Unbeknownst to me, my daughter just was like, I'm done because, this is what she said to me. She's like, Mom, I've never seen that side of you. And she hasn't, because I'm actually a pretty, really, really nice person until you push my buttons. And especially when it comes to my kids, don't fuck with me and my kids. Like, don't fuck with me in front of my kids and don't fuck with my kids. Because then you're going to see the bitch you don't want to see. And that's what happened. So my daughter, and that's why she was telling me that she started saying, oh shoot. I was dying laughing afterwards, but we were laughing about it afterwards when we walked out of the court, because she was like, Mom, I'd never seen that side of you before, and I told her, I said, Austin, don't you ever fucking allow a man to ever run over you like that. I don't give a shit who they are. I don't care how they feel. And just because they're a guy, don't ever allow them to disrespect you that way. And she's like, okay. And I said, so you saw what happened. I said, you saw that I didn't leave because, the guy just came up on me and said, I'm going to get hit because they're basically going to run over us. And I was like, fuck you. I go, no, you're not going to hit me. I was like, you're staying on your side. I'm staying on my side. I said, how the fuck are you going to run over me? It's like, nah, I was here first. So then I told my daughter, I go, don't you ever, I said, allow that to happen to you. And I said, you saw what went down, how I handled. I go, you don't ever do that. I don't care. And she's like, yeah, she was okay. But we were dying laughing because she was like, Mom, I've never seen that side. And I go, yeah. I go, you know what? I said, people cannot just push me over. I said, I can handle my own. And just because I'm a single mom, like this is what I was telling my daughter. Just because I'm a single female, I'm a single mom, I don't have a man, I can hold my own. And you know what? And this is why I stay working out. I stay strong so I can be mentally strong at all times. Being a single mom, raising a man, in raising a daughter, not having a man around, because a lot of times, when you have a father, or not just a father, but when you have a man in the household, you kind of rely on the man to just sort of defend you, or just sort of, what am I trying to say? He's the one that handles shit like that and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But in this instance, like I'm all of it. So I'm the one that handles everything. And this is why for me, it's important for my kids to see that it doesn't matter who you are, what type of person you are, whether you're a female, you're a guy, what your background is, you're by yourself, not alone. You should never, ever, ever allow anybody to just run you over, walk all over you, fucking put you down, or say shit to you just because they think they're fucking bad, or whatever's happening. Like that just shouldn't ever happen. So that to me was just kind of, later I had a conversation with my daughter and was like, you don't allow that to happen. I don't care. It's like, you do not show fear. You do not be afraid. You need to stand up for what you believe and what is wrong. And she got it, but that was pretty funny afterwards. We were laughing because she was like, Mom, she goes, I never seen that side. Has any of that ever happened to you ever before? Let me know. Tweet me. And you know what I was thinking also, but I didn't want to get into it with this guy, but I was thinking to myself, you know what? If I was his mother, say his mom, that guy that was fucking rude and just came up to me and tried to run me over and it didn't work. For example, I bet you that had that been his mother on the court with his little brother, I don't even know if he's got little brothers. I'm just giving you guys a scenario. Had it been his mom on the court, he never ever will allow any other man to fucking just go up to his mom and talk to her that way. And I was thinking about that when I was walking away from the court. I'm like, these motherfuckers, had it been their fucking mother or their sister, that shit they would never allow another man to just go off or just kind of go up and say, hey, yo, we're going to run you over. You're going to get hit, because you're basically nobody. You're female. You need to move out the fucking way. Like that shit would never happen. So I was like, I'll be damned. I was like, why are guys idiots? Like, who the fuck do they think they are? Just because, you're a man. I mean, I understand a female's strength does not compare to a man. Nevertheless, though, that does not mean that you can still run over a female. That's just not okay. It's unacceptable, and you gotta just stand up for yourself. Like, don't ever fucking allow, and this goes for everybody, no guy, no or female. Don't ever allow, or kids, whatever, don't allow anybody to just run you over. Like, that's just unacceptable. This is why the world is crazy, because there's a lot of idiots like that asshole that was on the court. And, I know you guys are going to tweet me. You're going to ask me, did I tell the gym, the manager? No, I didn't fucking tell anybody, because you know what? I handled it myself. There's no need for me to tattletale on them, because I handled it. I handled my own. Now, let me just tell you, had it been a bunch of, I don't know, like whatever you want to call it, thugs, whatever. Had it been like a bunch of gangbangers in there, shit, yeah, I would have told the front desk. You know what I mean? I would have said something, because I would have been like, fuck, if something should happen to me, I'm going to let the front desk know so they know what just went down in case something happens to me. It's those motherfuckers. But no, I didn't tell the front desk because I handled it. At the end of the day, it got worked out. My daughter decided she didn't want to be there anymore because, she was, I don't know, intimidated, or maybe she didn't want to see, I don't know, but that shit was not going to happen. Those motherfuckers would have stayed on their end, because all the other guys were just kind of looking at him, kind of like, wait, did she really just go up to her? And then now she's going off on you? Like, we're going to stay out of this. This is your battle to fight. Because then, of course, at the end of the day, that guy looked like a bitch, because he walked away, because he saw that. He's like, okay, I fucked with the wrong person. I can't continue going off on her, because if I do, I'm going to look like a fucking idiot. Because, yeah, you are going to look like an idiot, because any guy who goes off on a woman is a fucking damn ass bitch. Right? Anyways, but What was my point that I was trying to... Yeah, so I didn't go to the front desk. I didn't tell him. I didn't say anything. And you know what? I also went as far as telling my daughter, don't you tell your brother what happened, because